Most people burning candles have no idea they're supposed to trim the wick before every single burn. And the ones who do know usually find out the hard way, either from a flame burning like a bonfire, a mushroom top popping off, or a candle that keeps smoking no matter what they do. Once you understand what's actually happening inside that wick, trimming becomes one of those things you'll never skip again. Trim the long wick on your new candle because that extra length is not intended for burning. Manufacturers leave it long intentionally so you can trim to the right height for your first light. There's also this mushroom cap that forms on top of your wick. When you burn a candle with a long wick, it pulls up more fuel than your flame can handle, causing the carbon buildup. So trimming the wick keeps the flame controlled so it can actually burn through what it's pulling up instead of leaving all that carbon behind. The trimming part is genuinely simple. You want about 1/4 inch of wick above the wax. And if you need a visual, that's about a length of a grain of rice. As for the tools, you don't really need anything fancy. A wick trimmer works great, especially once your candle burns deep into the jar, because they have a little tray that catches the debris so it doesn't fall back into the wax. But if you don't have a trimmer, sharp scissors work perfectly fine for most of the candle's life. Or toenail clippers also work well because they have a straight edge that'll give you more control. If you really don't have any of these, you can just squeeze the wick and pinch off that charred mushroom top with your fingers. The burnt part is brittle and will snap right off, and you can use a paper towel to keep soot off your fingers. Make sure you trim your candle before you light it. Also, make sure you trim it after the candle is cooled off and the wax is solid. If the wax is still soft, it's likely that you won't get a clean cut, so just give it a few hours after you put it out. But if your candle needs constant babysitting and it's always smoking and sooting, no matter what you do, that might actually say more about the candle than your burning habits. Well-made candles with quality wicks basically trim themselves. The way modern wicks are braided, they curl and burn away naturally. So if you're fighting with a candle every single time, maybe that candle just isn't wicked right. As mentioned at the beginning, trimming your wick too short will cause your candle to barely light. If this happens to you, there's no need to panic. You can use a heat gun or a hair dryer on high to melt the top layer of the wax away and carefully pour off a little bit of the liquid wax until more wick is exposed. Then, let it cool completely and try again. If this doesn't work, you can use a candle warmer. And lastly, there are about 20 candle fires reported every single day in the United States. And 85% of those fires could be avoided with basic safety habits, like not leaving candles unattended or keeping them away from flammable things.